night, when the world sleeps and shadows grow teeth, there exists a place beyond the veil of sanity. A studio where screams echo through ink-stained pages. A sanctuary for the damned. A confession booth for the cursed. Asterisk. Welcome to Dark Diaries Studio. This is not entertainment. This is not fiction. These are the forbidden chronicles that society locked away in unmarked graves. These are the whispers that drove investigators mad. The testimonies that were never meant to see daylight. The diaries found in abandoned asylums. Blood-soaked basements, horror, and forgotten graveyards. We are the keepers of humanity's darkest secrets. Every story you'll encounter here has clawed its way from the abyss. Every word carries the weight of genuine terror. These are not tales spun for comfort. These are warnings written by those who barely survived, and confessions from those who didn't. The haunted hospitals where patients still scream in empty corridors. The cursed villages where children vanish under the full moon. The psychological labyrinths where sanity crumbles like ancient parchment. The true crime cases so disturbing they were erased from official records. We don't create horror, we excavate it, we unearth it. We give voice to the voiceless dead. Asterisk, real incidents that defied explanation. Murders with no motive. Disappearances with no body. Phenomena that science refuses to acknowledge. Asterisk, we don't just tell you about cursed places, we take you there. Through the locked doors of India's most possessed properties. Turn into the basements where evil still breathes. Pour across the thresholds no one dares to cross. Asterisk, the human mind is the cruelest haunted house. Stories of madness, obsession, and the thin line between reality and illusion. Where the monster isn't under your bed, it's inside your head. Asterisk, ancient artifacts that bring doom to their owners. Rituals that open doors that should stay closed. Warnings written in languages that predate civilization. Asterisk, the cases that investigators abandon. The files marked unexplainable. The testimonies deemed too disturbing to publish. Asterisk, Dark Diaries, Studio, new fear, new secrets, new terror every week. Do you have the courage to watch? Subscribe now. Your channel link, LIKE. If you dare share with fellow horror lovers. Asterisk,